So soon.
Monkey D. Luffy, captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. The man who will be king of the pirates. For over 2 decades, we followed his journey, marveled at his rubbery powers granted by the Gum Gum fruit. Or so we thought. Because the biggest twist in One Piece history wasn't a death or a betrayal. It was the revelation that Luffy's power was never what it seemed. Today, we dive deep into the mystery, the power, and the profound meaning behind Gear 5. For the longest time, the Gum Gum fruit, Gamu Gamu no Mi, was classified as a paramecia type, granting Luffy's body the properties of rubber. It allowed him to stretch, inflate, and develop his signature gear techniques, pumping blood faster for Gear 2nd, inflating bones for Gear 3rd, using hockey-infused inflation for Gear 4th. It seemed straightforward. But there were always hints. Whispers from those in power, like the 5 elders, about a certain devil fruit whose true name had been erased from history. A fruit so dangerous, so significant, that the world government had been chasing it for 800 years, failing every time. That fruit was Luffy's. During the climactic battle against Kaido and Onigashima, Luffy pushed his abilities beyond their limits, awakening his devil fruit. But the awakening wasn't just more rubber. It was the reveal of its true identity, the Hito Hito no Mi, model, Nika, a mythical Zoan fruit. Not paramecia. Zoan? A fruit that transforms the user into a legendary figure, Nika, the sun god, a warrior of liberation celebrated by slaves in ancient times. So, what is Gear 5? It's the manifestation of this awakening. It's Luffy embodying the spirit of Nika. His appearance undergoes a drastic change, his hair and clothes turn white, clouds form around his neck like a divine scarf, and his eyes glow. His heartbeat takes on a unique rhythm, the drums of liberation. But the power itself is where things get truly bizarre, and utterly brilliant. Gear 5 grants Luffy freedom. This translates into 2 main abilities. First, unparalleled physical enhancement. His strength, speed, and durability skyrocket, allowing him to fight toe-to-toe with emperors like Kaido. He gains even greater control over his rubber body. Second, and most iconically, the ability to fight in any way he imagines, limited only by his creativity. This is where the cartoon physics come in. He can literally run on air, ignoring gravity. He can make his eyes pop out of his head like an old cartoon character. He can grab lightning bolts from the sky. More incredibly, he can turn his surroundings into rubber, bouncing giant opponents around like basketballs, or stretching the ground itself. This power is described by the 5 elders as the most ridiculous power in the world. And it is! Fights in Gear 5 are filled with comical effects, sound effects pulled straight from cartoons, and moments of pure absurdity. Luffy laughs constantly while fighting in this form, filled with an overwhelming sense of joy and freedom. But don't let the silliness fool you! This isn't just comedy, it's thematic brilliance from creator Eiichiro Oda. Nika was the sun god who brought smiles to people's faces and liberated them from suffering. Gear 5 embodies this perfectly. Luffy fights with laughter, bringing freedom not just through strength, but through the sheer, infectious joy of his boundless spirit. He literally becomes the embodiment of liberation. The awakening wasn't just a power-up, it was the ultimate realization of Luffy's lifelong desire to be the freest man on the seas. This also recontextualizes Luffy's entire journey. Why did the fruit evade the world government for 800 years? The Zoan fruits are said to have wills of their own. Perhaps the Nika fruit chose Luffy, sensing his inherent desire for freedom and his destiny to liberate others. Gear 5 represents the peak of Luffy's abilities, so far, and the thematic core of One Piece, the pursuit of freedom against oppressive forces, achieved not just through power, but through an indomitable spirit and infectious joy. It's ridiculous, it's powerful, and it's perfectly Luffy. The drums of liberation are beating. The sun god has returned. And the world of One Piece will never be the same. What mysteries still lie hidden within this incredible power? Only time will tell. And now that our coloring journey is complete, we wanted to capture the pure freedom and joy of Gear 5. We asked an AI to imagine Luffy bouncing with cartoonish energy. This is what Google Labs created.